Tonight on Weazel News, is there something fishy going on down at the pier? Or is it just people trying to get on with their goddamn lives? Let's take a walk, a talk, a stroll down the dock with your lead reporter, Travis Rashgard.
Greetings, fellow passengers aboard the Starship Los Santos. Tonight's story, the Pier. You know, when I started this story, I was all but convinced that the pier was a dire pox upon this city. Kicking local transients out of that shithole and into the workforce like the rest of us truly was my goal. But after spending the week down there and gathering footage, I came to realize that there's something beautiful happening at the pier right now. In the few short months since it's risen in popularity, it's become a beacon for the community at large. As I said, I made my first trip to the pier with every intention of ripping it and its patrons a new asshole. But over time, I started to notice something. The pier has quickly become an iconic part of our little city. This tiny dock is now the best meeting spot in town. Business is getting done here, plans getting laid out, people meeting each other, and new friendships are emerging every day. By the end of my short research project on the pier, I'd personally made dozens of new connections, and it's now the very place where I start and end my shift every day. Now, we all know that parking on the pier is technically illegal, but we also know that if we're not allowed to park on a pier, the fishing industry there could very well die out. If we're not allowed to park there and fish, it's almost certain that our cars will be broken into, stolen, and vandalized. If this continues, citizens may no longer visit this new hotspot in town, and the community might risk devolving back into dogshit, bank-humping nonsense. Citizens, I implore you to reach out to your nearest government official and let them know how important the pier has become to our community. And if we lose parking on the pier altogether, we may risk losing something new and special to our little city. Also, to the members of the government and commissioner's office, I ask only that you reserve judgment until after watching the presentation that we've prepared after a week of long and critical research. Please allow Weazel News the opportunity to change your mind about parking. We understand that parking on the pier is illegal, but can't we change that? Why try and destroy something that's evolved organically in our city over some archaic parking regulations? I ask you, is it really worth it? So, without further ado, a Weazel News special presentation.